Have you ever heard of peptides? They're becoming a huge buzzword in health, wellness, and even beauty circles. But what exactly are they? Are they the key to unlocking better health? Or are they just another overhyped trend with hidden risks? Today, we're going to dive deep into the world of peptides, breaking down the science in a simple way, exploring their amazing potential, and uncovering the crucial safety information you need to know. So, let's start with the basics. What is a peptide? Imagine you have a long chain made of tiny building blocks. In our bodies, these building blocks are called amino acids. When you link a bunch of these amino acids together, you get a protein. Now, if you take just a short chain of these amino acids, typically between 2 and 50, that's a peptide. Think of them as mini. Because they're so small, our bodies can absorb and use them more easily than larger, more complex proteins. They are incredibly versatile and act as signaling molecules in your body. Essentially, they're like little messengers that tell your cells what to do. One peptide might tell your skin cells to produce more collagen, which is why you see them in anti-aging skincare. Another might signal your muscles to repair themselves after a workout. They play a role in almost every biological process you can think of, from hormone production and immune response to metabolism and tissue repair. Our bodies naturally produce hundreds, if not thousands, of different peptides, each with a specific job. For example, insulin is a well-known peptide hormone that regulates blood sugar. Endorphins, our body's natural feel-good chemicals, are also peptides. They are absolutely essential for keeping us healthy and functioning correctly. So if our bodies already make them, why is there so much talk about taking supplemental peptides? Well, as we age, or due to certain health conditions, our natural peptide production can decline. This can lead to various issues, like slower recovery, signs of aging, or a less efficient metabolism. The idea behind using synthetic peptides is to supplement or enhance the body's natural processes to give it a little boost where it might be lacking. This has led to a boom in peptide research and development for a wide range of applications. Let's talk about some of the most popular areas where peptides are making waves. First up, anti-aging and skincare. You've probably seen creams and serums advertising peptide complexes and peptide, like copper peptides or matrixol, are famous for their ability to stimulate collagen production. More collagen means plumper skin with fewer fine lines and wrinkles. They can help improve skin elasticity and hydration, basically giving your skin the tools it needs to repair and rejuvenate itself. Then there's the world of fitness and muscle growth. Certain peptides are being explored for their potential to help build lean muscle mass, burn fat, and speed up recovery after intense exercise. For instance, some peptides can stimulate the release of human growth hormone, or HGH, from the pituitary gland. This natural boost can aid in repairing muscle tissue, reducing inflammation, and improving overall athletic performance. It is an area that has attracted a lot of attention from athletes and bodybuilders looking for an edge. Beyond cosmetics and fitness, peptides show immense promise in medicine. Researchers are studying peptides for their potential to treat a vast array of conditions. There are peptides that could help regulate the immune system, which might be beneficial for autoimmune diseases. Others are being investigated for their ability to improve gut health, enhance cognitive function and memory, and even help with wound healing by promoting the growth of new blood vessels. The therapeutic potential is enormous, and we're likely only scratching the surface of what these molecules can do. Okay, so peptides sound pretty amazing, right? They seem like they could be the answer to everything from wrinkles to weak muscles. But this is where we need to press pause and have a very serious conversation about the risks and the dark side of the peptide world. This is the part of the video that you absolutely must pay attention to. The first major issue is regulation. Many of the peptides you see being discussed online, especially those for muscle growth or fat loss, are not approved by the FDA or other major regulatory bodies for human use. They are often sold under the label for research purposes only. This is a huge red flag. Why? Because it means they haven't gone through the rigorous, multi-phase clinical trials required to prove they are both safe and effective for people. When you buy a product that's for research only, you're entering a gray market. There's no guarantee of what you're actually getting. The product could be underdosed, meaning it won't have any effect. It could be overdosed, which could be dangerous. Worse, it could be contaminated with harmful substances. There have been reports of products containing bacteria, heavy metals, or even entirely different, unlisted compounds. You're putting a huge amount of trust in an unregulated supplier. And that's a massive gamble with your health. Even if you get a pure, correctly dosed peptide, there are still potential side effects. Remember, these are powerful signaling molecules. You're intentionally altering your body's chemistry. Side effects can range from mild to severe. Some people experience injection site reactions, like redness and swelling, or flu-like symptoms, headaches, and nausea. But the more serious concerns are the long-term effects, which, for many of these research peptides, are completely unknown. When you stimulate the release of growth hormone, for example, what does that do to your body over 5, 10, or 20 years? There are concerns that it could potentially increase the risk of certain health problems, including impacts on your heart, your metabolism, and even the growth of unwanted cells. Because there's no long-term safety data, you are essentially a test subject in an uncontrolled experiment. Another critical point is administration. Most of these peptides are not stable enough to be taken as a pill. They'd be destroyed by stomach acid, so they typically need to be injected. This introduces another layer of risk. If you're not trained in sterile injection techniques, you could cause infections, abscesses, or damaged nerves. Sourcing sterile needles and properly disposing of them is another hurdle. It's not as simple as just popping a vitamin. So, what's the takeaway here? On one hand, peptides are a fascinating and incredibly promising field of science and medicine. The peptides found in regulated, over-the-counter skincare products are generally considered safe for topical use and can be a great addition to your routine. The medically prescribed peptides, administered under a doctor's supervision for a specific condition, are also a different story. They've been studied, and their benefits are deemed to outweigh the risks for that particular medical reason. However, the world of unregulated, injectable peptides being sold online for performance enhancement or anti-aging is a minefield. The potential for harm is real and significant. Before you ever consider using one of these products, you must ask yourself if the potential benefits are worth the unknown risks. Is faster muscle growth worth the possibility of long-term health complications? Is smoother skin worth the risk of injecting a contaminated substance? My advice is to be extremely cautious. Always, and I mean always, speak with a qualified medical professional, like a doctor or an endocrinologist, before even thinking about using these substances. They can give you advice based on your personal health history and help you understand the true risks involved. Don't rely on advice from a gym buddy or an anonymous forum online. Your health is your most valuable asset, and it's not something you should experiment with. The science of peptides is exciting, and I have no doubt that in the future, we will see more and more amazing, approved peptide therapies that can safely improve our health and quality of life. But for now, it's crucial to separate the science from the hype and to prioritize safety above all else. Stay informed, stay skeptical, and always consult with experts. Thank you so much for joining me for this deep dive into the world of peptides. I hope this gave you a balanced and clear picture of both their potential and their perils. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing for more evidence-based content. And I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Stay safe, stay healthy, and I'll see you in the next video.